Hello, New York participants, both in the choir and the orchestra, and chaperones as well, and parents. I'm sending you this video as an update because it's a little bit easier to talk about it than it is to do an email. So please watch this through and make sure that you're on track with things. The most important thing that we're talking about today is the financial piece of our trip. If you are making monthly payments to Educational Tours Incorporated, by now you should have paid somewhere in the neighborhood of $768, I think is what it is. And that's great. If you're on track with it, that's fantastic. If you have fallen behind or you have not yet paid that amount, perhaps you've only paid the deposit, it's very important that you catch that up. It's very important that you get back on track with making the payments on time. The deadline for the entire balance for the trip to be paid off is September 1st. Seems like a ways away, but it's really not. It's about 3 months from now. And if it's not taken care of, then you run the risk of not being able to participate in our trip. And I don't want that to happen. This is going to be a great trip for everybody involved. So please make sure that you are on track with that. If you have questions or have forgotten perhaps how to make those payments, just email me, mbridges@gpsbulldogs.org, and I'll take you through it again. Some of you have contacted me telling me that you want to just make one lump sum payment and get it all taken care of. That's just fine. If that's your situation, please get it done quickly, though. Let's make sure that things get done in a timely way again, so there is no risk of spots being moved around for someone else. And then thirdly, many of you have been fundraising really aggressively to earn money for your trip. And you have earned a substantial amount of money to help pay for your trip. Mrs. Bridges and I will have those amounts kind of tied up and put together so you know how much you've earned. Give us a couple of weeks. We'll have that taken care of. And we will send those amounts out to you. You'll know what your balance is. So here's an example. Let's say the trip costs, I think it costs, let's say it's $1,300. And you've worked hard with fundraising and you've made $400 to pay for your trip. That means that you only have to come up with an additional $900 to pay for your trip. We will be sending the money into Educational Tours from the school accounts for what you've done with fundraising. So before you make your final payment, you need to know what that amount is so you know how much to pay. So keep your eyes peeled for that information to be coming to you, and you'll know then what your final payment needs to be. I just don't want us to get to the summer months and kind of put the New York trip out of your mind, and then come into the fall when school starts again, and suddenly it's you've fallen behind and things aren't working well. So please keep that in mind over the summer. When we get into the fall, we will begin roommate selection and signing up for rooms and signing up for buses and rehearsing with the ensembles that are performing in New York City. And then also to let you know that we will be seeing the Broadway musical Aladdin when we go to New York. We've also signed up for a New York Philharmonic concert. I do not know what the program is yet, but I will in time. And we're also working on the different restaurants we're going to visit and things like this. So I know we started this process about a year ago, and it seems like a long time we've been doing this, but it's getting closer and closer. So pay close attention to these details. And again, let me know if you have any questions. I'll do my best to answer them, or I will refer you to the people who can answer them. But have a great summer. And again, get in touch if you need anything. Thank you.